YouTube, MrRampro here, and we've got another new knife. This is from the Byrd line from Spyderco, and this is the Cara with the half serrated blade. So we'll go ahead and look at packaging real quick. Down here at the bottom you see the part number, I guess, or item number, BYO3PSBK. And I could decipher that if I wanted to. Down here at the bottom it has a list of a couple of different features. One hand open with your improved opening hole there, and your lanyard hole down at the base, reversible pocket clip, superior ergonomics designed by Spyderco, and your 8CR13 MOV, and they say high-tech chrome moly vanadium stainless steel. So quite a mouthful, but I want to say I think a pretty good deal for your money. You've got a pretty cool, interesting box. With the Byrd line, I don't know if you guys have seen this before too much or not, but they kind of taken the old dinosaur evolving to the bird kind of theme with it. So all the knives have like old dinosaur slash bird names to them, so that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and separate the plastic here. I have opened and played with this, so if you see fingerprints, normally when you get it, it will be clean. I do want to say, as soon as you hold this thing in your hand, you really feel like you've got a really sturdy knife. I've never actually owned a Spyderco knife before, and I figured I'd venture here. I'm not a big fan of lockbacks and non-assisted opening. I kind of like the fast speed and all that kind of stuff, but more and more I look at these Spyderco knives, the more interested I get in them. And I figured I'd try here with a cheaper option and just try it, and if I like it, then I can move a little forward. And this thing, you really feel like you've got a nice locked up blade, and it has an adjustable pivot screw, which I like because not all of them have it. I've seen some that were completely riveted, but this has the screws where you can take it completely apart. You've got all your screws going down here on the side. This one screw here on the back looks a little loose compared to the rest of them, and this is just an overall impression. I could probably tighten it down. It's not anything that has movement on it, so probably tighten that down unless it's bottomed out already. Maybe the screw might be a little long or something, but you can see down inside, this is what I thought was cool. Your liners are not completely skeletonized. You do have two stainless steel liners inside of this, the black FRN handle, that plastic. They do have a couple of holes here, which I guess is significant, these 4 holes here of the Cara design, because I've seen it on the stainless models also, like complete stainless models. But it does take some of the weight and some of the stuff out of there. To clean it, you'd have to use your Q-tip and kind of go in here, but I don't really think it would be too much of a problem. Your pocket clip, tip up, tip down, all 4 corners, that's awesome, especially for the price. I mean, that's pretty cool. You have your Byrd logo here and your Cara there, so in case you forget what knife you're carrying, it's labeled there. That's pretty convenient. Like I said, lockback design. I'm not very good at opening these things quick, so I'm not even going to really attempt it. Well, okay, I guess I will. But, yeah, I can do it with the sling out. I don't know how these guys are getting them out pretty quick, but, you sling it and you can pop them out pretty quick, so that's cool. The serrated blade doesn't look too bad, and honestly, I'll probably sharpen this just like I would the regular blade once it gets down to it. It is, I guess what you call a chisel grind, where it's only ground down on one side. So I would have to change that up a little bit. It does make for a sharp blade, but over time it makes it harder to resharpen as far as I'm concerned, and just doesn't get that nice crisp point that I really like on it. So that would be one hit in my book, but as long as this stuff can be sharpened fairly well, then I'll go ahead and do that. It does have your China stamp here, because to reduce cost with this line here, they make it overseas, obviously. You do have a nice jimped thumb ramp here. That's pretty cool. Get down on it really good. You do have a lot of finger grooves throughout the length of the blade, a lot of places for your hand to rest comfortably, so that's pretty nice. You have a lot of reach with this blade. As far as I could tell on the internet, this looked about to be the biggest one, and that's why I wanted to add it to my EDC and stuff like that. So just trying to check it out. I'm kind of a fan of bigger knives in my EDC and stuff like that, just for the self-defense options and everything. So opens really smooth, lockup's good to go. The lockback design, not a huge fan of. I think I've told you guys that before. It does have this little dent here, which I've heard is easier to find in the dark in a couple of videos. So if you were in the dark, you could find it just by feeling instead of having to look down, because, you know, you can tell why that would be easy. Anyways, this is kind of, I've opened it one time before, but this is a lot of first view for me too, so I'm sorry if I'm stuttering over my words and everything, but everything really looks pretty nice, pretty clean, nice and solid. I think you could definitely use and abuse this truck. I mean, this knife, sorry, I was thinking about my next talking point, which I was going to say that you could put this in a tackle box or a truck, and I think it would work awesome in that little area, just because of the size of the blade and, you know, the price point. You wouldn't really care about it too much and stuff like that, so I think this would be perfect for just stick somewhere kind of blade. First thing that comes to mind would honestly be a tackle box or glove box, something like that. So anyways, I'm going to try it on EDC. We'll see how it works. I'll probably move the pocket clips a little bit around. It's already from the factory. It came with a tip-up carry, so actually I might leave that the way it is. Pocket clip seems pretty sturdy. Seems like you got a pretty good purchase there. Nice big belly here to grab a hold of the material in your pants, and you do have kind of a texture here on the handle that's pretty good too. Allow for a little bit extra grip and stuff. Not too grippy, but enough to where I don't think it would be an issue, honestly. I think this is a pretty nice knife, and now I keep talking on price, but that's just amazing to me. You're getting such a good quality knife for that price. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. This is MrRampro, and I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks a lot.